What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Markins, and I'm back with another weekly trade recap. I'm going to be going over the three trades I took this week, which resulted in two losses and one win. So, without wasting any further time, let's get into the charts.
Before I get into the breakdown, let me explain these colors you see on my chart. The sky blue is the London session. The London session opens by 8 a.m. my time, and the purple is the New York session. So this is the open of the New York session all the way to the end of the purple. The end of the purple is where the London session closes, and the rest is the New York session. I only trade during the New York session. So then this white, the empty part is the Asian session. So let's get into the breakdown. So the first trade, which was the trade I took on Tuesday, on Monday had no setup present itself. So first of all, let's go to the higher time frame. Go to the 4 hour, and over here you can see clearly that the 4 hour is in a bearish trend, series of lower lows and lower highs, right? So this area pushed down and broke the last structure, making from this point to this point the last bearish leg. So now, so if we zoom out again, we can also see we have this demand zone right here. We have an order block, 4 hour order block with IPA, imperfect price action, in here. So that was my analysis tells me that is a price magnet. Price is working its way down here. So now, looking at the 4 hour time frame, we can see that all these candles in here have been mitigated by themselves, leaving this area as the last unmitigated area. So dropping down to the 20 minutes time frame, which is where I got my entry confirmation. You can see right here that this is the start of that last bearish leg from this point to this point right here. So this is actually the extreme point. Now, the reason why I decided to take this entry right here, so this was an aggressive entry. The reason why I took this entry is because of we had this consolidation during this Asian session, and price during the London open price came out of that consolidation. So I decided to enter off this supply zone here. And if we fast forward this, speed it up. You can see this aggressive entry failed. And if we look at what price action did, price actually came all the way to the extreme area, bracket of this 20 minutes supply area at the extreme, and eventually dropped. So this was the setup I took on Tuesday, which lost. This was a 1% risk on this trade. So the second trade setup, which was on Wednesday. Now, first of all, let's head to 4 hours to see what the higher time frame was saying. Now, after Tuesday's price action, where price came into this extreme area and dropped, you can see we finally dropped and broke 4 hour structure again, making from this point to this point the next 4 hour bearish leg. Now, this lower time frame trade was a counter trend, so let's drop back to the 1 minute time frame. So this was me trying to catch an aggressive counter trend trade back to, so this area was that 4 hour extreme point, that week we saw on the 4 hour at the top. So I was trying to catch a counter trend trade, bullish trade back to that area. And also what made me to look for counter trend trade is also this liquidity that was sitting up here, the 1 minute time frame. We had this trend line liquidity here. So I was expecting price to push up at minimum to clean out this liquidity. So as you can see, my TP is just before the liquidity right here. So during the London session, we had price consolidate, and towards the open of the New York, it pushed out of the consolidation. And as you can see, I have this 2 minutes order block / demand zone marked up, which had an entry at this point, but price never made it up. Had a little consolidation here again, and price blasted out of the consolidation, broke this 1 minute structure again. So I deleted the pending order here and set one here. This was an aggressive trade for sure. Now, what price did was price, let's fast forward this. Price actually came to the first entry which I had and reacted off there, stopping me out of the entry, this entry right here, and we play this out. Price eventually, this area eventually did not hold, so price ended up reacting off here and dropped low, breaking structure, the 4-hour structure. So let's go to a 1-hour time frame. See things clearly. So that liquidity area was up here, so price started to react off this 1-hour candle and drop and break structure again. So price did not make its way up into that extreme point. So this was the second trade I lost, also a 1% risk on this trade, which was on Wednesday. So this was the third setup on Thursday. Now let's go to the 4 hours to see what's going on entire time frame. So looking at the 4-hour time frame, you can see price was yet to make it to this 4-hour demand zone, so which made me to still be bearish overall. Now let's go to the 1 hour. Looking at the 1 hour, you can see from Wednesday when price broke this structure, we had this consolidation right here and price broke the consolidation. Now when Thursday came around during the London session, price pushed up, and you can see we have equal highs up here, which price cleaned the equal highs. So let's go back to the 6 minutes. So this is that equal highs we had from Wednesday. Price pushed and cleaned out the liquidity. And looking at this time frame, even though I was expecting price to make its way up to this extreme point, which started the push that broke the structure. This was that extreme point, even though that's what I was waiting for. But then we don't trade what we think, we trade what we see. So when price took this liquidity here and price pushed down and broke internal structure right here, this signified a change of character. Now this is the open of the New York session, which I trade. Price, when the New York session opened, price came in here, reacted off this area. I was actually looking for a sell in here, but my entry was somewhere up here and price left without me. So now when price left and broke this structure again, I forgot to put that, indicates the break of structure here. So price broke this structure right here, came back, did not make its way up to this entry and dropped again. So this was a second entry I was looking for up here, which I missed again. Now this was the third opportunity the market gave. So when we had this push down and a break of structure again, and also this push down that broke this internal structure, eventually took out that 4-hour low right here. So once we had that 4-hour low taken out, then I got interested in this area again and we played this out. Price actually came, and if I had not padded my entry, I would have missed the trade again. I missed the first and the second, so I padded my entry more than usual, and I lucky to get triggered into the trade, and it eventually went for a 1 to 4 risk to reward. So 2 losses and 1 win, and risked 1% on this trade, so I'm up 2% for the week. So these are the 3 trades I caught this week, and it was a great week. Some missed opportunities, but grateful to end the week in profit. And also, this is my 4th week winning streak.
If you got value from this video, please do me a favor, like the video, and also if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, please subscribe, turn on the notification so that you don't miss out when I drop new videos. If you have any suggestions or any feedback as to how I can improve the content I bring to you, feel free to drop a comment below. That'll be all from me, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Peace and love. Makins out.